Got a vision, got it to table. You know the rules. You definitely know how to we play. Yes, indeed. We got another one, y'all. Yeah, we're going to break some ground rules, talk about some things. As you know, we in the month of April. And this Diddy thing, the trial, starting to take way in the month of May. That's when things is going to hit the fan. And we just going to see where this case is at, where it's going to end, how it's going to lead, what's going to be portrayed. But it's crazy to me because out of all the celebrities that have been to Diddy parties, been to Diddy freak-offs, associated with Diddy, pictures, all types of videos and parties. Now that Diddy's in Brooklyn or wherever he's at, I believe Brooklyn, you know, serving his time, waiting for Judgment Day, waiting for his court hearing and all that. Nobody knows this nigga. Nobody knows this nigga. Nobody is affiliated with this nigga. Nobody got ties with this nigga. Only a chosen few. But when it was cool to party, you niggas was there. You niggas was there. It's a lot of niggas like, yo, man, like, when 9 o'clock came, I went home. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had nothing to do with that. Exhibit A, Will Smith.
It's really hard for y'all to, like, discern what's real and what's true, you know? And I've been seeing y'all memes and stuff. People be making memes. I see the memes. I said, no, some of that stuff is funny. Some of it's funny. But I haven't addressed any of this publicly, but I just want to say this very clearly. I don't have shit to do with Puffy, so y'all can stop all them memes. I can stop all of that bullshit.
Will Smith claps back at memes of him and Sean Diddy Combs and speaks out for the first time about his history with the music mogul. The Oscar winner took the stage at the Observatory North Park in San Diego December 12th, and during a break in the show, the rapper called...
Basically, we just heard Will Smith reply. But goddamn it, if you go on your phone right now and you Google P. Diddy and Will Smith, there's a lot of motherfuckers, photos of them together, but you ain't got nothing to do with it. Jay-Z, on his second album in the lifetimes of Volume 1, was it Sean Carter in the life? Reasonable Doubt. It was Volume 1, The Lifestyles of Sean Carter, Volume 1. I believe that was the second Jay-Z album, right? You gotta understand at that time, right? In 1997, Diddy released his first solo album. And whether you hate that man or not, that Diddy and the Family album, whatever, and he had Mark Carvey, The Lox, Black Rob. It was like introducing Bad Boy. It was like the new Renaissance. Biggie just died. In 1997, that was a very popular album. Whether you like this man or not, the streets was playing it. This shit sold 4 million. I say this to say that. After that album resurfaced and it was so successful, Jay-Z was so inspired that he made his second album sounding like that. If you listening to the production of Jay-Z album and the tempo of it, it was a very R&B tuned album. But you gotta understand, that was the sound of 97. It had an R&B, but it wasn't an R&B like he wasn't talking like, I love you, baby, but the vibe of it. That was inspired a lot by Sean Puff. Puff was also on the album. Let's not forget about that. That was 1997 we talking. Puff was on the album with Lil' Kim. There's been pictures, videos of them at brunches, them been hanging with each other, them giving each other props, acknowledging each other over phone call conversation, doing business together. And now in 2025, Jay-Z puts out a statement that I had no ties with Sean Diddy. When it was time to party and the lights is out, y'all niggas was there. Adam Kusher, partying. You can't find this nigga. He's somewhere out of town. He been dipped. Aaron Hall, dipped. I don't even need to play videos where Aaron Hall was saying how him and Diddy was hanging out. When the shit hit the fan, nobody knows your name. When shit hit the fan, everybody backs away from you. I was just watching a whole bunch of DJ Khaled videos. Him and that man relationship appears to be like intact. Nigga had the DeLeon bottles and off the Khaled album. He was promoting the Don Julio, propped up in the videos. Rick Ross was managed by that man at one time. Shit hit the fan. Nobody noticed, nigga. So many people. LeBron James, ain't no party like a P. Diddy party. You got him saying that. You got him saying that. All you dudes was there. All you dudes know what was going on. Y'all know how y'all was living. Y'all know what y'all seen. Now when shit hit the fan, I don't know this nigga, man. Nah, I never associated with this nigga. He got pictures with the nigga, videos with the nigga, on stage with the nigga, concerts with the nigga, mad Rock Nation brunches together. Y'all got like about 4 to 5 where y'all headlining the Rock Nation brunch. Google Jay-Z and P. Diddy and see how many photos and pics will pop up. You get 20 years of pictures. But now, nobody knows this nigga. Funny how, and it's crazy because the main thing that everybody's bugging out off of is the Cassidy, him beating Cassidy ass, which was heard that the feds edit that shit. Got him on trafficking. That's the time he's gonna get that trafficking, because he paid male prostitutes. He flew certain women over to get smashed. That's considered trafficking. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that he might have a hard time beating. If he's ready to talk and see that they ready to go ball, and he can probably get 10 to 15 years of that. I don't see how he's going to beat that trafficking. But all those other charges, there's a lot of fucking settlements that's been thrown out. It was 120 a few months ago. That number dropped immediately. A lot. All them 120 claims dropped. It's not 120 claims. A lot of them dismissed and thrown out. About 50 of them, to be exact. That just shows you, if that many claims are thrown out, it's a lot of bullshit behind this shit. Mind you, these shits are thrown out before the judge day, before May. So, you know, when you're cocky, when you're black, and when you popping that shit, it offends people. Shit went haywire when he decided to sue them crackers, when he wanted what he wanted out of the liquor deal, which he gained a lot. And I think he should have just shut the fuck up and should have just stuck to what he was getting, because he gained a lot dealing with Ciroc and DeLeon and all that. Gained a lot of money. That shit made him in the upper hundreds of millions of dollars. Like, music wasn't working for him. That was the key to where he was getting all his money at. All that publishing stuff, that money, all that shit been flew out. He was getting that liquor money, man. And they was endorsing him and he was doing things, but he wanted more. And does he deserve more? Yeah. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. He could have finessed the situation without being so blatant, without being so blunt. You go against them motherfuckers, man. You going against the mafia, man. They got paid lawyers. They know how to re-benefit shit. They know how to make things what is not to be true. Listen, man, I'm not here pointing the finger and saying Diddy's innocent and Diddy's being outcasted and wrongfully accused of anything. I can't say that. But let's think about it. This man caught a RICO. So when you do a RICO charge, there's supposed to be at least 10 to 20 different people involved. All I see is a bunch of party goers and people waving their hands saying yes, hey, ho. Justin Bieber, if you've been violated, you've been touched, you need to speak your mind. You need to go out there and say, this is the things that have been done to me. Because more and more you keep being quiet, more and more, if allegedly this monster can go down, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing a lot of false accusations. I'm seeing a lot of, like, everybody was cool with this nigga. And that is, even 50 was cool with this nigga at one time. He was writing, you know, the worry if I write rhymes, I write checks. That's Curtis Pen right there. You don't know that? Your cocky behavior, your rudeness towards people, and you're not giving a fuck, and you being so outlawed thinking that you can't touch it, catches up to you, man. So all that shit they claiming that you did, if you really did it, man, Judgment Day is near. But the whole point of this video is y'all always down. Now that the man is down, nobody even know this nigga anymore. Got a vision gun to tell me, you know the rules. You definitely not a fuck we play, you heard?